Hey team, today we're going to build this thing, a cubby hole disc bench holder thingy. Comes in real handy when you come home and you want to take off the shoes. Ah yes, isn't that lovely? For all your storage needs, right by the front. Now I could have gone to the local furniture store and spent a couple grand on furnishings, but I can do it myself. And with this quarantine on, why not? So let's hop in. And I'll show you how I made this bad boy. That's coming up today on Studio214. Alright, so this door entry cubby hole storage desk bench thing that I'm making is gonna be about 3 feet tall, and it's gonna have 3 of these boards that I just joined. 3 of these boards. Problem is they weren't straight, so now I've got to plane them and take down this lip on both sides because it's going to be a showpiece. For a nice strong base, I joined up 2 big planks of pine and made them flat with my hand planer. The base of this cubby hole bench front door thingy is going to be made of this. This is going to be where a lot of the strength is coming from. Look at this board. Yes, sir. And then I even up the sides and get them to the right length. Both sides. Yep. So, we got the main piece, and the main's going to provide the bottom that's going to provide all the support. It's going to go on 6 of these. These are 2.5-inch feet, and they are surprisingly expensive. These are going to be the sides of the beast I'm creating. And of course, since I don't have a planer, I have to plane by hand. And I'm much too lazy to hand plane. Give me this electric one all day. This is the joint cutting the top of the bench thingy. This is not easy to get perfectly straight, but I did my best.
You're like, I did my best. I did my best.
Some glue to bond the sides and onto the rack to be clamped. And once done, planing time. In sandy, sandy, sandy. Sandy, sandy, sand. Okay, whatever. I decided to be high speed and route a ledge for the top to sit on. Real nice. And pretty like. Then Sweet Jen helped me to hold it in place whilst I glued it down and screwed it down. Then we route the top of the side pieces to accept the top. Oh look! It fits so nice. A wee bit of glue binds real nice. And then my unconventional clamping mechanism. A ratchet strap. I didn't have a clamp big enough, and well, this here strap worked real nice. I thought it would be a good idea if I routed a channel in the middle section to fit in the middle supports. It wasn't a good idea, but it looks cool. Slides in real nice with the help of my boy Michael. Thanks, boy. Of course, secure it with brackets. This table thingy ain't moving nowhere. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it here. Look at that. Look how bent that is. Alright, well, this kind of sucks. I would like to say that this was my great plan from the start, and that I always intended it for this to be the way it's going to end up being, instead of the way the plans called for. Laundry's done. What can I say? My non-professional status is showing. My novice status is definitely shining bright because, not so bad. Pretty straight. Pretty straight. Not straight at all. And I'm going to have this thing for like, hopefully the next 10, 20 years, maybe even longer. Pass it on to my son. And I can't have this type of blaring mistake. I mean, there are so many mistakes on here. I'm very critical. I can see all of them. But this one's going to drive me crazy because I can see it. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to make the bench. Because, hey, if you're going to be putting your shoes on, especially boots, like in the wintertime, you're going to need a place to strap them up. So why not have a place to sit down right here? So this will be a bench. This will be a bench here. This was brutal, but hey, every good man must adapt and overcome, and that's what I'm doing. And no turning back now. I've made my bed. Time to rest in it. That was hard. So to soothe my pain, I put the bench in real quick, with Sweet Jen's help, of course. And then the brackets, boy! And let me tell you, if it can support my fat ace, then it is probably strong enough for whatever load I plan to put in it. Wait, that sounded weird. I didn't mean it like that. Although I do now. Time for shelves. Sweet Jen covers down again and holds things in place, just like our family. Thank you, love. I'm lost and unevenly gluing things without you. Yep, 4 big boxes. I'm going to segment 2 of them further. It's overkill because the space is reserved for shoes. Can hold 3 shoes nicely. What are you gonna do? That Ryobi is cool, but it's rather plain. Oh, thank you. A woodworking pun. I love it! Cubbyhole time. Gotta get them straight, flat, and the size that is required for each cubby. And then, of course, I've gotta glue them in place. Really didn't even need a clamp, but I used them anyway. It fits real nice and toy. It's toy! Those cubbies are like a tiger. Super toy! And of course, I overkilled it with brackets. So, to complicate things and make it more awesome, I'm going to put some banding on the back here. Before, when I was making this table, I decided to be high speed and route out the sides there so I could make more surface contact. Well, the problem is the banding now sits all cattywampus. And that's no good. Like a glove! Seriously, that's the best joint I've ever made. It's probably because it was so small. But yeah, finally, it's all coming together. That was a pretty good joint. Good job, bro. And of course, the backside rail. I envision that this rail will save many a key or battery or whatever from rolling into the backside of the piece and, basically going and disappearing forever because it's not moving. I'm such a smarty. Actually, no, again, I messed up the dimensions and went with this design change, and it worked out. This time. Like I say, always better to be lucky than good. Unless, of course, you're good at being lucky. That's probably the best thing to be good at. I decided to put a nice little armrest. It's the small things, and a back to the bench area. To close it in and make it cozy. Look at that beautiful clamp action.
I'd like to get my clamps on those.
The bottom banding needed some handwork, which, man, that's not my style. I'm a power tool man, damn it. Me likey the power tools. That was my nickname in high school. A power tool. I think it was complimentary. It might not have been. Stifle. It fits in the pocket, but they are too wide. Time to chop them down. Then, of course, the glue. The glue. Always the glue. I really like the Gorilla Glue. Sets fast, but not so fast you can't work with it. I glued the other side down, and then more. Clamp action. Yeah.
You think that maybe I should use these clamps that I use every day?
And then them feet. Man, those were like $5 a piece. Damn. Oh well, they look good. But the problem is, the base is uneven. Luckily the feet are wooden, and I can just sand off some of the bottom to get the feet flush so they won't be all wobbly. The bolt on the feet, well, I don't think they would be strong enough to support the weight of the table by itself, just screwing it into the wood. So I glued them in, and they are not coming out now, which is cool. I didn't intend for them to do that anyway. Just gotta sand the feet and check the stability, then sand some more and check the stability. Real pain, but necessary. You can also cheat, like I did, eventually. Yep, just like that until it's all nice and good to go. As mentioned, I cheated and glued some scrap strips to the bottom of one of the legs. I cheated. A permanent sugar packet solution. Me like it.